And we're going to see how well this retort works.
Ooh.
I am a third-generation believer in the Messiah of Israel, Yeshua. My grandparents became believers shortly before they left Austria. They were told, however, that to be a believer, you could no longer be Jewish. They weren't told that just by the Christian church. They were told that by the Jewish people as well. I've been asked to speak about one new man. I think I am one new man. For 30 years I served as a Christian pastor, as a Christian minister, ordained in the church. And in 1991, my dad on his deathbed said the words that I had never heard before. Shema. Shema. And I'm like, what about Mom? I told you this before. He said, Shema ben Israel. And I know, Mom's never been to Israel. No, Shema ben Israel. And from there I learned, Shema ben Israel, hear my son of Israel. And it all come flooding out. We think the one new man has to look like the Jesus that we've learned about growing up. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed. But he wasn't, and he won't be. He was Jewish, through and through. He followed all the mitzvot without fail. And it was him who set the pace for us. And if we say that we are followers of the Messiah, then we must follow in his footsteps. And we must walk and we must understand as he understood. But is that possible? Sadly, in this world today, the words in Romans where it says that we are to make the Jew jealous has become a word that says we are to make the Jew angry. We're to fly in the face of everything that he believes, and we're to show him that we're right. And now we're finding congregations everywhere starting to realize, wait a minute. Maybe I need to learn something from my Jewish brothers and sisters. Maybe I need to understand how they have lived their lives and what they do in order that I might be able to understand what my Messiah did. And what does that take? Willing hearts, open minds. And it takes us, brothers, sisters who are Jewish, to go back to the truth of who we are and to understand who we are. I believe that we're living in a day and a time where we're going to find ourselves, all, Jew and Gentile alike, who believe in the Messiah of Israel, facing the Holocaust. I had family who died there as well. I understand what it's about. And we're facing it slowly, piece by piece, again today in these United States. March of Remembrance last Sunday was amazing to watch the Jewish people and to watch the non-Jewish people walking and proclaiming that it's wrong to kill innocents and saying we stand with and for Israel. A few months ago, I was awakened in the middle of the night. God's wake-up call for me is usually around 2 to 2:30. I guess it's just like an alarm clock when he's going to call on me. I know it's going to be 2 or 2:30. And he gave me something. I am not a poet, but Curtis asked me to share this with you tonight. The great city of our God, Jerusalem, herself surrounded, preparing for war. The armies of the Lord were called, and each man gathered to fight for the cause. So as the armies met for the council of war, they brought with them each their special strength, the brethren, the mighty, who would defend her walls. As in the council chambers they sat, each captain spoke of what he'd give. And as the tremor of the coming war was felt, these men stood strong, prepared to rebel. One spoke up with axe in hand, proclaimed to all of what he brought, "My axe, my all, to win this fight, to crush the enemy with all my might." Another rose up, sword in hand, "'Tis with my blade I'll sever them, to win this war and his city win, so do not doubt my wage is win." With bow in hand another stood, and loudly cried of his service here, "From my quiver I shall draw an arrow straight, to cause the enemy to find his fate." A spear forward thrust in the center stood. As his bearer came forth and took it back, he spoke of how his spear thus thrust would strike its mark with this war so great. The blacksmith stood with bars of iron, and said to all that he should make such armor, such weapons and sword, that none should perish in this war. The writer then stood with quill in hand, and spoke aloud in lines of prose, "To this fair war my hand shall write, such words as to inspire and to ignite." And from the corner the darkness veiled, a silent whisper then came forth, "Surely you each are mighty men, but who, I ask, is the greatest of men?" As each man left his council sure, he began to see his strength mature. To his armies then he proclaimed them best, to the others he proclaimed them less. So the battle waged, each man his own, proceeded thus to battlefield. The war was fierce and hard and long, and darkness surrounded the mighty throne. And as the armies of the Lord lay still, the victor appeared in bright array. No harm, no scars, with but a prevailing grin, for who indeed is the greatest of men? There he stood as the brethren fell, and with a smirk began to rail, "Hinei ma tov u'ma'anayim, shevet ahim ha'yayim." But as he railed, God's light prevailed, and from every corner of the field began a whispered refrain from the fallen there, "Behold how good and how pleasant it is." And as they sang the words so true, the sun bent down.